Trials and Tribulations. I am here with...
Mike Farkas.
And introduce yourself. We're just going to get right to it.
All right. Mike Farkas, G3 Designs. We have a photo video company downtown St. Catharines.
And that's where
where we are here. This is G3.
Like, can we just talk about this aesthetic?
Right?
Like,
Yeah.
what's your style? 'Cause are you G?
Yeah, well, we're definitely downtown Niagara-like, but we do our thing.
Oh, yeah. I gave it away.
We gave it away, no, but
All right.
we're downtown St. Catharines.
I love it.
We're gritty.
So we have some, soda.
Yeah.
And thank you so much for,
Of course.
providing this whole thing. So you have to do like a cheers, like a
Right.
really, really good cheers.
Right.
So what do you got?
I don't fucking got it.
you gotta give me a good cheers.
That's a good question. Well, shit. Rubber side down.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
cheers. Thanks so much
Absolutely.
for coming on here.
For sure.
So I want to know all about G3 Designs. I love the merch that you are repping. It
Right,
is
thank you.
awesome.
Thank
Goes
you.
so well with your whole ensemble here.
Ensemble.
So tell me about how this all came about.
Well, I've been doing this for about 12 years now. It just came by fluke, I just picked up a camera, fell in love with it, and just kind of just pursued it until we got here. And now it's more than just one guy with a camera. There's multiple people, Jay Ash, and he does the videos and stuff like that. So there's more to just G3 than me.
So what services does G3 Design offer? Like, because I know you guys do a lot of weddings.
Yep.
That's like your biggest, would you say?
Yeah, weddings are our biggest clientele, but we also do commercial. We also do family portraiture. We do videos, music videos, you name it. If it needs a photo and video, our team can handle it.
And I know you guys are amazing because before all of this,
Yeah.
I brought my daughter in here for her champagne
Yeah.
birthday, and those were like the best photos better than I could have ever imagined.
Yeah. We were cleaning confetti out of the floor for hours.
I'm so sorry, but so worth it.
It was so worth it. It was good fun. It was good.
I love it.
For sure.
So you said you came through a fluke.
Yeah.
Tell me about that.
Yeah, I just picked up a camera, just tried to space out and enjoy myself a
But
little
what
bit.
made you want to pick up a camera? Have you always been interested in it?
No. It was just I built houses before that, So I got into this, picked up a camera one day, played around with it, and
So you just saw a camera sitting there, and
Yeah.
you're like,
yeah.
oh, and then all of a sudden, how did you
You know?
learn everything?
And everything's self-taught. I just YouTube videos, whatever, and stuff like that.
I heard that.
Yes.
I
You've heard
heard-
of YouTube?
No.
Perfect. Yeah,
Oh my
it's this new thing.
This thing called
Right?
YouTube.
Yeah, it's YouTube. Yeah. It's very popular.
No,
popular.
I heard that people. So I had another guest on Trials and Tribulations, and we had a really big conversation. And he's a photographer too from South Africa,
Cool.
and he does all of Miss Universe and pageantry
Yeah.
type of photography
Yeah.
and Vogue and all that stuff.
Very cool.
And what he said is that he did the same thing as you. He's one day I just picked up a camera and then I just went into YouTube,
Yeah.
and he was and I learned, I taught myself.
Information was there. Yeah. And then you know what? You just get good by shooting, going out and having fun. Even 12 years later, I still go for fun shoots and have a good time, just because it keeps the skills sharp. It keeps everything sharp, and it's a hell of a good time, right?
And we just had our photo
Yeah.
shoot.
Yeah, you did photos 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and you're really good at even knowing women's insecurities, and I was actually pleasantly surprised because when you were watching me, you're oh, do this, and I was oh, he knows exactly what women don't, you knew exactly how to pose us, and I saw some of the previews and they were stunning.
Well, after hundreds and hundreds of brides that I've photographed and stuff like that, you just learn what they want. Everybody wants to be shown in their best light,
Yeah,
so
that's why we got all the lights for you. We got to show your golden bronze skin.
that's it.
It's all the motorcycle.
That's that motorcycle saying, right? Yeah, absolutely.
So what would you say is the top 10 things that brides complain about the most in terms of photography for their big day? What are things you learned?
What have they complained about? No, I wouldn't say there's so much complaint. You just know that everybody wants to look shiny and pretty and cute, and they want to just fall in love and have those pictures of them falling in love and just enjoying the thing. We don't get a lot of complaints.
Well,
yeah?
no, but
We get
like,
just try to find out what they love about themselves, right? So maybe I'll check out their Instagram before,
oh, you gotta do
right?
a little detective work to see
Well,
like what
just
kind of
look.
person they are.
Well, maybe you like this angle, you maybe like that angle, whatever you like the best, and just follow that until you get it.
That's a really
And if there is a
smart
photo that isn't good, delete it fast, burn the card, nobody ever sees it. That's
Done.
it. That's
We'll just
that one's gone. That one's gone. Yeah.
interesting. So when you're working with brides, then do you have like specific go-to shots that you create, like that are like G3 styled? Like if somebody saw that, they'd be like, "That's a G3 photo."
I think that's been one of my advantages
Okay.
in this business. While there's such a variety of photographers out there. A lot of my stuff has been off-camera flash, and that's kind of my passion for photography. I like not only taking just the photo, but adding lights and adding different colors and textures and stuff like that. That makes it kind of punchy, and I've always liked that punchy color. Rich in color. It's deep. It's a little bit dark, a little bit badass. It's got to be cool, right?
So I think one of the G3, like I'm gonna call them signature poses. You do something with champagne, right?
Yep.
So tell us about that one.
So champagne shot, we do this at every wedding just because it's fun.
Yeah.
Right? So we get the bride and groom to come outside, we set up a few different lights, shake up that bottle, and just start spraying champagne like the end of a race,
Yeah.
They just get up there and they spray the champagne and they have fun with it, they laugh about it, a few cool pictures come out of it. But at the end of the day, we want to create an experience that's fun. So if you're hiring us for your wedding or your event stuff, we're gonna come out, we're gonna have a good time. You're gonna leave going, wow, that was fun, that was cool.
Yeah.
It was different than just, okay guys, take my picture. No, I wanna have fun with it. We wanna go crazy. We want to feel like family by the time we're done.
I love that.
And it's cool. You build some really cool relationships, cool friendships with that, and it's cool. It's cool.
All right, so I'm gonna put you in the hot seat. Are you ready?
All right.
What was your favorite wedding or wedding experience of a wedding that you shot?
If Jay Ash was here, he'd know where I'm going with this, right away. Right? I don't know. We see a lot of shit. We see some things. But no, I was in Muskoka, shooting a wedding. Uncle had too much to drink, right? He goes falling off the bridge into the pond, and he comes out looking like Swamp Thing with all the algae dripping
Please
from him
tell
and
me
stuff.
you got a photo of
We
it.
did get photos of it. Yeah, no, we had some fun with it. But man, you see some things at weddings, usually alcohol inspired,
But those are the best.
those are the best.
You're never gonna get those moments.
And as a photographer, we're not there to help. We're there to document this.
So you're just like,
if
I'm
your
sorry.
dance moves are that good, trust they're gonna be on camera. They're gonna be on video. So we better see your best cha-cha slide.
I love it. So you had all these good memories. You guys were doing so well. COVID hit. Of course, we're gonna bring it up because that's what everybody's talking about. Obviously, that had a huge impact on you. How has it been during COVID, and what are your plans for the future now that we're able to, be this close now?
Well, fuck COVID. I mean, COVID sucks.
It does.
COVID sucks. Fun ruiner
Mm-hmm.
extraordinaire.
Yeah.
It sucks.
It's the
It's
worst.
no fun. I miss the brides. I miss the party. I miss going out and shooting and doing what we want. Just
Meeting people, connecting.
it was just.
I miss dancing.
I miss watching people dance. Right? Like I said, alcohol inspired. We get some dance moves, but no, I just miss it all. Like I miss going out and the live events, the music halls and stuff like that. I want to go out and listen to my friend's band. I want to hear some live music. I want to hear some live drums and guitar.
Yeah.
And photograph it and have fun with it. But I miss that a lot for sure.
So how did COVID impact G3 Designs?
Oh well, like everything's kind of on halt, right? Yes, we're doing this small stuff in between, and we're sharpening our skills. We've upgraded all our systems, and it's a lot of the behind the scenes things happened during COVID. We haven't taken a break. We haven't stopped. there's things to do even though COVID's been here. So again, all the computer systems upgraded, equipment's upgraded, plans and people and everything's just upgraded. But going forward, we can come out of the gates hauling ass, and we're ready for it. But man, it's been a uneventful
2 years.
Yeah, it's been like, sure, you got to get all the boring shit done, but realistically, we want to go, we want to party, we want to go with the people, we miss the people.
It's the people.
Yeah, yeah. It's a good
So,
time.
give us a sneak peek. Is there any fun, exciting things that are coming up that you have planned? Are you expanding? Do you have any like projects, ideas? Like, what does the future of G3 Designs look like?
Future G3. Well, like COVID, put the brakes on us for a minute, right?
Mhm.
So we had a big plan of 2020. Again, now we're just waiting for things to get going. But yeah, no, there has been ideas of expansion, different cities, different plans, different ideas. So we don't know quite yet where this is going to take us. But again, the opening of our economy and stuff like that is going to be a deciding factor of what's going to happen next.
And do you think we're really going to be opening, or do you think this is like another summer like last year where it's like,
Good Lord. We better be opening up. We better be opening up. We'll just leave it at that, man. I can't take no more. I don't think anybody can.
we're just going to manifest it? Like, it's just not even a possibility that it's going to...
Just open your doors. Don't worry about it.
It's fine.
If
G3 Designs is coming in.
just open your
We're
doors.
ready.
We're here. You want to come take pictures? Let's go.
So, you also have a hobby, bikes.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, a little bit of a motorcycle enthusiast. I'm, nothing crazy.
A dabble,
Just
dibble dabble.
just a little fun, yeah. It's,
A little stress reliever for COVID, bike.
Yeah, I enjoy riding. It's just a little passion. It's a little bit somewhere I can get away, be quiet, and enjoy my bike, and no phones, no nothing, just the wind. It's really nice. Yeah,
I love that.
yeah, it's fun.
I think one of my favorite things to do is actually, like, I remember that was the first thing like we talked about before, because oddly enough, we met before Trials and Tribulations, and lately I've been just talking to people who I actually haven't met in person, which is
Right.
kind of like a really weird thing
Okay.
that I thought about. I was like, now that I'm like putting it on YouTube, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna actually have to like meet these people. But it's funny because I've been talking to these people for years.
Yeah.
And then it like all hit me. I was like, oh, I've actually never physically met any of the people who I talk to on a regular basis. Like, that's weird.
And here you are.
Well, you're old school. You're old news, buddy.
Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks so much for coming on Trials
Yeah,
and
no
Tribulations.
problem. Yeah,
I
let me
think our
just check.
episodes is done. Mike Farkas, everybody.
Thank you, Ken.
No.
I appreciate it.
And we're here. We're back again with...
Mike Farkas, G3 Designs, photo and video.
Man, that was G. Okay, so I need to know what makes Mike Farkas Mike Farkas. I want to know everything, because you said like picking up the camera was just like a fluke, right?
Yeah.
Like it just
Yeah.
came out of nowhere. I want to know your backstory a bit. Tell me everything, all
Yeah.
the details
From the camera? Okay.
from the camera.
From the camera, no, I just picked it up. I started shooting bands and cool shit like that, and we just car shows, doing whatever.
So were you like taking pictures back in like Port Dalhousie days?
No, actually, I lived in Welland at the time.
Ah.
Well, I've just been everywhere, like, so music was a huge thing for me, right? So a lot of local bands, I would get out and shoot them and just had fun with the camera, just kind of having a good time with it.
P.S. This ice machine. Like you had to plug in an ice machine?
Yeah, but doesn't every cool photo and video studio have an ice machine?
Yeah, to have our sodas.
Yeah, it's strange, right?
Cheers.
I'll drink to that.
Okay, so you started with bands,
Yeah.
you found a camera, started with bands, and then you progressed. What made you want to actually open your like G3? Because that had to been like...
So it was kind of just like an evolution process. It just happened, right? I started going out and then, you shoot some friends and they're like, oh, the picture's kind of cool. Okay.
Oh, you actually know what you're doing. Thanks, YouTube.
And I just kept learning and learning. Yeah, YouTube. And I just kept learning it and just kept taking more pictures. It became addicting. You know, I just calling every friend I knew, calling everybody I knew, and just doing photos and having fun with it, and going out and taking pictures. And then just, you know, the money slowly started coming with it, and it just grew. It just snowballed from there. And then, you know, I shot my first wedding, and now I've shot, I don't know, maybe 800 weddings.
So, like, you must have been, like, super anxious for your first wedding.
Yeah, I was crazy nervous.
Okay, tell me about it.
Don't mess this up.
Was that where you, like, were you sweating the whole time?
Yeah, you got one chance at it. Don't mess it up.
So was it a big wedding? Like, tell me about this wedding.
It was a smaller wedding. It was, you know, 60, 75 people. You know,
okay.
It was fair, but it wasn't. You know, it wasn't the crazy 300 people wedding, right? But yeah, I was just nervous. Like, you miss that first kiss, you miss those moments, you miss anything, it's gone forever. It's over. You know. So I was super nervous. Now I know the process well. So you know when the first kiss is coming. You know when some certain things are coming. So you kind of prep and be ready for it, and man, you're at a constant place of joy. Like, it's always a good time, it's always a party, it's always fun. It's not a bad job.
I like it.
It's not a bad job at all.
So did you think that you might, like, had to have a backup, like, shooter when you were doing your first wedding, like, just in case? Because you didn't always have, like, was it just you, or did you always kind of have, like, a staff behind you?
No, it was started as just me, and you know. But I learned more before I went into weddings. I didn't get into the wedding until second or third year. I gained my confidence, and I gained, you know, some experience with the camera, with just shooting friends or bands or whatever. And just once I became confident in my tools, yeah, it's been good. But then as things grow, you know, there's always somebody with me. It's someone to help. It's someone to, you know, be a second set of eyes, and you know, it's nice having another guy on set, you know.
Did you have, like, a photographer that you, like, look to, that you're like, oh, like, this is a style I like, the way he does it is exactly the way I want to do it?
Yeah,
you said YouTube, right?
YouTube, and just, you know, searching different photography places. I know there's a guy, Mike something from California, another guy from Korea, and I've always been drawn to, like, dark lighting, some edgy stuff, and, you know, sexy and sultry, and the cool edgy stuff. So I tried to bring that and what I learned from bands, and them being edgy and fun and wild, and bring that over to the wedding side, where it could be fun, it could be cool, it could be sexy a little bit, but still keep the, like, romantic stuff alive and all that stuff too.
And I think that's, like, so important, because when you're looking for photographers to, like, capture your special day, you can really tell what G3 like design styles are, like, off the bat.
You know, yeah, and that's that dark and edgy, right? That's that.
Yeah.
A little bit of fire and flame, right?
I love it.
For sure.
So, when you're talking about the future with G3, you said, like, you potential for expansion.
Yep.
And do you have anything that you would tell people who want to be photographers, who are interested in maybe starting their own business, things that you learned along the way that you didn't know before, any tips, tricks?
You ever heard that expression, right? Okay.
Here it comes.
That's it. My father would appreciate this, just because he's Mr. Metaphor King, right? But, you know, you ever heard that saying, like, there's always somebody there to just work harder and stay longer and out to get your job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm that guy.
Oh.
Right?
Watch out.
Yeah, 90 hours a week is a regular for us. We are here all the time. We don't stop, we don't break, we don't think, because that's when you slip, you slide, right?
Yeah.
So we just stay on it all the time, and now not only do I do it, you know, I have other people that are like-mindedness, that are gunning for the same goal, right? The bigger picture, you know, that wolf brand, that's what we're after.
Well, 100%.
We want it. Yeah.
And if you think about it, like, I know for my job, I'm like, okay, this is my quote. And then I know that that person has 3 or 4 other quotes that they're getting. So what makes you stand out?
Right.
What makes you unique? What makes them want you?
We're hustlers.
We're G.
We're G. You know, and that's, you know, it's a love us or hate us kind of thing, because, you know, art is subjective. What you may like may be different than somebody else likes. So what makes us different is that we have a fun style, a fun attitude. We come and we try to bring the party to the party, right?
Mm-hmm.
We want to be having fun with it, and our photos represent that too, right? Where you can see people just letting loose, having a good time, because they're like, oh, it's just Mike at the thing. He's good. Come on in. And people are having fun, and we try to. The customer experience is everything for us. The photos you should know inside and out. If you're gonna call yourself a professional photographer, you better be a professional photographer. That's our job. It's how they feel afterwards. Like, you've shot with us.
Well, and I was just gonna
Right?
say that because as soon as I came, you're like, "What's going on? Let's just have fun." And
Did
were
we
just
not have fun?
yeah, we had so much
see?
fun, and it was casual, and there was no pressure, and then it just makes
Exactly.
the models or the customers, clients, whatever,
Yeah.
make them feel at home.
Yeah. And you left feeling good about it.
Oh,
That's-
I looked at and I was like, okay,
That's-
I didn't know my body could do that. Okay,
Yeah. So,
I loved it.
And that's what we're all about. We want to make people feel happy. We want to party with y'all.
Yeah, and my favorite I'm just gonna compliment you guys all the time, but another thing that I love about G3 is that you have such a strong community that stands behind you.
Well, you can't complain,
But that's a really important
People
thing.
can't see them, but there's some people in the back there, right? That have been friends for years.
Yeah.
Because of the arts and music and stuff, there's an artistry and kind of like, there's a bond, you just make friends over the years, right? And same with our social media, we gained it by out there talking to people and getting to know people at the shows, at the venues, at the weddings, at the parties, you name it, we're there.
I know, and that's when I started the show, they were like, what do you want to see happen? I just want to connect. I want to know my community. I want to know others' communities. I want to know why this,
Perfect.
why that. I love networking.
Love it. And
now we're friends, right? Are we
Listen.
friends?
Listen.
Please be my friend.
Sorry.
Somebody please be my friend.
That's our live studio audience. Okay, so don't worry about that, man.
I think that's the perfect introduction.
Rough
Hello?
friends.
Somebody please be my friend. Welcome to Trials and Tribulations.
No.
Oh my god.
Now you gotta hold yourself up there.
Oh, I'm up.
You gotta be a queen, be a queen.
I'm a freaking queen. I
Nah,
didn't.
you're
Oh,
good.
see, I can swear it because it's my show.
You can pretty much do whatever the hell you feel like.
I'm a queen. Like that? That was G.
And I probably got beeped out right there.
Ooh, that's fun.
I hear that.
I would love that.
I feel that's good. Yeah, just shit.
Wait, no, I'm a queen.
Yeah, see?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have to wrap this up. You finished your drink. I'm being slow. I know you have a photo shoot today. Tell me about your photo shoot today.
Just another.
Just another.
That's another one, right? Like it's just another friend coming in for photos. Like we're just practicing. We're enhancing our skills and just, I got an idea in my head. It needs to get out. So I want to try a few different techniques and stuff. Like I said, COVID's got us bored. Let's have a little fun with it.
But I think that's something else that's really cool about COVID is that even though there's a lot of negative things, what I'm trying to do is think about the positive and look at all the things that you were able to accomplish while you just were able to, I don't want to say rest because we all know that you don't rest, but rest.
Yeah. No, well, there's, you got to take the silver lining on anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, that sucks. What'd you learn?
What did you do? How did you grow?
I've done my own things in the, just personal things, right?
Yeah.
So it's go build a motorcycle or some shit.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And I saw it. It looks great.
Yeah, it's getting there, piece
I'm
by
excited.
piece. It's going together. So, but learn new skills, do more things. You can sit around and watch TV all day, or you could actually do some shit.
And in 2 years, you're gonna be able to look back at this moment and be like, look at what I created.
Oh, 100%, right? We're all going to look back and say something about COVID.
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Well, I hung out with you.
Yeah, we did. Yeah.
So, because my show is Trials and Tribulations, I want to know, as we close, what is your tribulation and trial of your life?
Every goddamn day. Every day it's something, right?
But there must be something that like sticks out where you're like, that was the highest point in my life.
Man, that's a hard one to say. Like it's
Or something that maybe you learned and you're like, because of that moment, that's like an impactful moment, both high and low. I told you this is hot seat time.
Hot seat time. Okay, there's been some lows. There's been some lows. Loss of friends and stuff like that had passed, and there's been some real lows. COVID has been a tough one too, but you know what? We've always been those types where it's like ride the wave. Yeah. There's times where again friends have passed or stuff like that. It was pretty dark times, but there's also the upsweep from that. You pick yourself up, you go, you move on, and then there's some really fucking good times. When you're meeting Cypress Hill, or we met T.I., and you're sitting around talking with T.I. I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of cool.
Like that must have been such a humbling and blessed moment where you're like, man, like I would have never thought 12 years ago.
No.
I was building houses.
Yeah.
And here I am, like
sitting with Cypress Hill.
Yeah.
It was just a cool experience. It was meeting so many people, whether it's musicians or weddings. Just man, you meet so many crazy people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's highs and lows, and ride that wave, man. Ride the wave.
Any last words that you would give to our viewers who think like anything that you would want to share with anybody that might want to be the next Mike Farkas, or attempt to be, who look up to you and be like, man.
Yeah. Okay, a leave is great for back pain when you're sitting in front of the computer.
And on this commercial break,
yeah,
brought to you by Aleve. Hey, if you wanna sponsor me, like
if you're gonna be editing for ages on end and dealing with this business,
don't show your age. Can we just stop right now?
Well, right after this, they're gonna drop me back off at the seniors' home, and that's it. Okay, the bus is waiting. Okay, shit. No, it's hustle.
So take a leave. Sorry.
Hustle hard, man. If you don't hustle hard, there's someone out there to come get it. And those wolves are hungry. See what I did there? Yeah.
Mike Farkas, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kaye. I appreciate it.